A warm welcome, please, to newcomer Anne Robinson. So, Anne, very nice to see you, because you're no stranger to the world of letters, of course.
No, but I've been practising my adding up and spelling all the way here.
Yeah, not my first appearance. If you're trying to work it out, that was 1987, and the clue was my hairdo, Bay City Rollers, very Bay City Rollers. Rachel, I reckon you were 1 year old when that was on.
You have been practising your maths, haven't you?
Do you think when you get to my age, it's a long, long time to wait, will your maths be as good, much better? Because I know poker players really give up at about 50.
Well, they do say that mathematics is a young person's game. Being a mathematician's for young people. But if I can do this job with a 1-year-old and pregnant, and I'm just about hanging on in there, then I think I might be all right. Fingers crossed. I'll tackle that bridge when I come to it.
I'm sure you will. Now, Steve, you will have already seen. Hello, Steve.
Hi, Anne. Welcome
I'm just
to the
going to
show.
remind me that you're from Manchester. You're an accountant.
Correct.
Is that as exciting as it sounds?
It has its moments, but just
it?
not very many.
Okay. Thank you. And welcome to Shelley.
Welcome, Anne.
Are you nervous?
Rather, yes.
That's two of us. Tell me where you come from.
I come from Newcastle.
Oh, I
yes,
love Newcastle.
Yeah.
So beautiful in the countryside out there.
Yes, we are very lucky, very close to the countryside, very close
Yeah.
to the seaside.
What do you do?
At the moment, I work for Newcastle University in the School of Modern Languages. I administer one of their programmes.
Oh, great. Do you speak several languages?
No, I just do the English written paperwork, nothing with the actual languages. I'm not
Okay.
that.
Let's have applause for our contestants. Good luck to both of you. Susie, lovely to see you.
And to see you, Anne. Welcome.
Yeah. Susie was absolutely brilliant on Test the Nation. Quite the cleverest celebrity we had on.
You were the, you attended my very first bit of live TV and I lost my cue completely and you could have annihilated me, Anne, but instead you very gently led me to the right question. So I will forever be grateful for that.
Gosh, I'm so glad I wasn't on that other programme I used to do.
Me too.
And Rory Bremner.
Hello.
Very exciting, because actually I sort of think we get more than one guest with you, don't we?
You kind of do. Well, yes, you've paid for more than one.
Yeah. Oh, really? Could we just get a taste of your talent? Boris?
Oh, there we go. Well, I should begin by saying welcome. Indeed, this is part of the great Levelling Up and Youth Opportunity Scheme that Countdown are doing, which is excellent. You are the first female host. In fact, you know, I've worked out there have been more men called Des hosting this show than there have women. So welcome.
Very clever. Welcome.
Thank you.
Rory. We're going to start with Steve, with your letters game.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Steve.
Could I have a consonant, please?
You can indeed. Starts today with D.
And another one.
T.
And a vowel, please.
O.
And another vowel.
U.
And a consonant.
M.
Consonant.
B.
A vowel.
O.
Consonant.
P.
And a vowel, please.
Tricky start. A final E.
Let's play Countdown. Steve.
6.
Shelley.
6.
OK, Steve.
Pouted.
Shelley.
Boomed.
Boomed.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely fine.
good.
Both good.
Can you top that, Susie?
What's a 7 there, Anne? I think all of us have heard of outmoded.
Yeah.
But if you take it back a step to the verb that gives you outmoded, outmode itself is there for 7.
Well done. We're going now to Shelley for your letters.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Shelley.
Can I have a consonant, please?
You can indeed. Start with N.
And another consonant, please.
R.
And a third consonant.
T.
And a vowel.
I.
And another vowel.
A.
And a third vowel.
E.
And a consonant.
V.
And another consonant, please.
Y.
And a vowel.
And
Please.
lastly, I.
OK, time starts now. Shelley.
A 6.
Steve.
I'll try a 7.
OK, Shelley, you go first.
Invite.
Invite, good.
Inviter.
Can you be an inviter? You can. It's in the dictionary.
Oh,
Very
well
done.
done.
Yeah.
Any better than that?
Yeah, there's a clutch of sevens there. That's the collective noun for sevens. We've got variety or naivety.
Inertia as well.
There we go, inertia.
Yeah.
There we are.
Didn't you get inertia?
No, I ran out of inertia after naivety.
OK. Steve's pick of the numbers.
Thanks, Anne. Could I have 2 large ones, please, Rachel?
Thank you, Steve. 2 from the top and 4 little for our first numbers of this new series. And they are 4, 8, 6, 9, 50 and 100. And the target, 303.
So 303. OK, Steve.
303.
Well done. Shelley.
303.
Good. Steve.
So I did 50 times 6 is 300.
Yep.
9 minus 8 is 1. Take that away from the 4
Lovely.
and add on to the 300.
303. Well done.
Shelley.
Ever so slightly differently, it was 50 times 6.
Uh-huh.
Then 9 minus 6 is 3, and add those on.
I'm very sorry. You've actually used that 6 already.
Sorry.
Sorry, Shelley.
Oh, dear. Shelley 6, but Steve 23. And time for our tea time teaser now. The first one. 1 Balsa and the clue. Have the sea creatures borrowed your Swedish record collection? Have the sea creatures borrowed your Swedish record collection? See you in a minute. We left you with a clue. Have the sea creatures borrowed your Swedish record collection? And the answer was abalones. I think that might be something you eat, Susie.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Edible mollusk of warm seas, an ear-shaped shell lined with mother of pearl.
Oh, that's a lot to remember. Thank you, Susie.
You're welcome.
Shelley, it's your turn for the letters and your chance to catch up.
Can I have a consonant, please, Rachel?
You can indeed. Thank you, Shelley. S.
And another consonant, please.
T.
And a third consonant, please.
B.
And a fourth.
M.
And a vowel, please.
E.
And another vowel, please.
O.
And another vowel, please.
A.
And a consonant.
S.
And another consonant, please.
And a final N.
Start the clock. Shelley?
7.
Steve?
Just a 6.
Just a 6. And what's your 6?
Beasts.
Shelley?
Stamens.
Stamens, just looking at that very entry, absolutely fine.
Susie, any better?
There is an 8 there, actually. We have boatmen for
Oh, that's very
7,
good.
but you can put the S in the middle and have boatsmen, which means exactly the same thing, but it will give you an 8.
There you go.
Steve, your chance for the letters.
Consonant, please, Rachel.
Thank you, Steve. L.
And another one.
G.
And another one.
C.
And a vowel, please.
E.
And another vowel.
I.
And another vowel.
U.
Consonant.
D.
A consonant.
S.
And a final consonant, please.
A final N.
Good luck to both of you. Steve?
I'll try an 8.
An 8.
Just a 6.
6 from Shelley. What is your 6?
Sliced.
Steve?
Unsliced.
Unsliced.
Yes, it's in well spotted.
Oh, brilliant.
Very
Well
good.
done. You go any better?
Yes, there's a 9 there. Secluding. There's a 9 there.
Yep.
Well done. So now, Steve, you're on 31 and Shelley 13. And your chance with the numbers.
Can I have the inverted T, please, Rachel?
You can indeed. Inverted T for Tyneside. That's
Yes.
allowed. 5 little ones. And we have 4, 1, 5, 5, 7, and the large one, 25. And the target, 297.
297, start the clock. Shelley
294.
and Steve.
I'm sorry, not got anything.
Oh, OK. Shelley.
Hopefully I haven't duplicated my numbers. It's 5 add 1 is 11.
Yes.
Times 25.
Times 25, 275.
And then 7 times 4 and add that on.
7 times 4, 28. And what did you declare?
294. Oh.
That's bad luck, Shelley.
Rachel, can we put that right?
Yes, there were a couple of ways. One, you could have said 7 plus 5 is 12, times that by 25 for 300, and then 4 minus 1 gives you 3 to take away, 297.
Scores 31 plays 13. And Rory, you did Boris brilliantly. Quite tricky doing anyone else in the cabinet.
Well, yes, they haven't really appeared very often. Jacob Rees-Mogg hasn't done any of the government briefings. I think because they think I look much too much like an undertaker. I don't know if actually Jacob Rees-Mogg, who's after Captain Tom, he decided, I thought I'll do a round of my garden, 100 times round my garden, but that is 6 acres. So instead I asked Nanny if she'd do it, and she's done it on her mobility scooter, I should say. A scooper's the bit where she helps out the dog. Yes, and she should be back in January next year.
How about Matt Hancock. I'm not sure Matt Hancock can do Matt Hancock, actually.
No, I was going to say exactly that. But it's difficult because they were. If I played you a tape of Matt Hancock, not talking about health, but talking about something else, I'm not sure that you would necessarily say, right, that's Matt Hancock. Whereas, you know, if I played you William Hague talking about the health, you would immediately say that is William Hague.
You know,
Or Boris
I'm
would say
from
that's Boris.
Liverpool. I can't say that often enough. And it's very annoying because actors often fail to do a Liverpool accent. I'm
That's
sure
because
you can.
there's lots of them, of course. But I mean, just along that M62, if you think as you start in Yorkshire, you know, over to the east there, and then you get a little bit more nasal for Manchester and Lancashire and that, and you go down to Accrington, so, you know, it's another Lancashire accent altogether. And then you get to Liverpool, it's totally different again. We've got so many accents in this country. And as you know, being from Liverpool, there's so many different Liverpool accents. So actually, for dialecticians and for impressionists, we're such an incredibly rich country.
Thank you, Rory.
Pleasure.
Let me tell you the scores again. Steve's on 31, Shelley 13. Steve, your chance for the letters.
Thanks, Anne. Have a vowel, please, Rachel.
Thank you, Steve. A.
And another one.
E.
And another one.
A.
And a consonant, please.
L.
And another one.
C.
And another one.
R.
And another one.
K.
And another one, please.
R.
And a final consonant, please.
A final L.
Let's play countdown. Steve,
Just a 6.
a 6. Shelley,
Just a 5.
a 5. Your 5 is?
Clear.
Steve,
Caller.
caller. Very good.
Yes, good to get 6 out of that, actually.
That was difficult. There was one other 6, I think, for Seller,
Yeah.
or Clark was another 5. But yeah, that wasn't easy.
Steve, you're racing ahead, 37 against 13. Shelley, letters from you?
Can I have a consonant, please, Rachel?
You can, Jenny. G.
And another consonant, please.
T.
And another consonant, please.
P.
And a vowel, please.
I.
And another vowel, please.
I.
And another vowel, please.
A.
And a consonant, please.
T.
And another consonant, please.
D.
And a consonant, please.
Could be tricky. A final M.
Time starts now. Shelley,
A 4.
Steve.
5.
Shelley, you're 4.
Tate.
Steve.
Digit.
Okay, obviously very difficult. Susie.
It certainly was. No Tate, I'm afraid, Shelley. Sorry about that, but it really was tricky. We had pitter, admit,
Digit already.
digit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Steve, numbers now for you.
Can I have 2 large again, please, Rachel?
You can indeed. And 4 little. And I'll try and find a nice friendly one for you too. This selection is 9, 9, 2, 1, and the big one's 50, and everyone's favourite 100. And the target, 874.
874. Start the clock.
873.
Shelley,
873.
over to you, Shelley.
9 times 100 is 900.
100 times 9, 900.
And then 9 times the 2 plus the 1 is 3.
Yep.
And take that away, the 27 away.
Yep, 873, 1 away.
Steve,
I had 100 minus 2 minus 1
Yep,
is 97. Multiply that by the 9.
yep, lovely. Same kind of thing, 1 fewer 9s.
Rachel for 874.
Yes, a couple of ways. One, you could have said 100 times 9, 900. And then 50 divided by 2 is 25. Take that away and the spare 1. 874.
Completely astonishing. Our second teaser, Sent Core. Sent Core, and the clue is deceive the Greek island with something very hard. Deceive the Greek island with something very hard. See you in a minute. I left you with the clue, deceive the Greek island with something very hard. And the answer, concrete. And the scores are Shelley 20, Steve 49, but Shelley has been here before. Your chance for the letters.
Consonant, please, Rachel.
Thank you, Shelley. D.
And another consonant, please.
R.
And a third consonant, please.
W.
And a vowel, please.
A.
And another vowel, please.
E.
And another vowel, please.
I.
And a consonant, please.
J.
And another consonant, please.
L.
And another consonant, please.
Lastly, V.
Off we go. Shelley,
Just a 5.
a 5. Steve,
A 6.
a 6. Shelley, what's your 5?
Drive.
Drive. Steve,
Waver.
waver.
Yep, with the I, absolutely fine.
Or drivel was another one. That was 6.
Yep,
Well
Jay
done.
went for 6. Just 6s though, Anne.
Yep.
Okay. Steve, letters for you.
A consonant, please, Rachel.
Thank you, Steve. T.
And a vowel.
E.
A consonant.
S.
And a vowel, please.
A.
A consonant.
G.
And another consonant.
W.
A vowel.
U.
A consonant.
N.
And a final consonant, please.
A final S.
Let's play countdown. Steve,
7.
Shelley,
7.
7. What's your 7?
Unseats.
Yes,
Same word.
same word.
Yeah.
That makes the scores 27 to Shelley, 62 to Steve. And one of my favourite bits now, Susie's origin of words.
Thanks, Anne. Well, I thought for your first shows in situ, I would go over some of my absolute favourites. So some of the greatest hits when it comes to word origins and just things in English that we take for granted and we might not know about. So some of these may sound a bit familiar, but they are amongst my favourites. And the first one is rules about English that we don't know we know. So very famously, English doesn't have any government. There is no one saying this is correct and this isn't. And people often turn to the dictionary to be the arbiter, as we do on Countdown. But there are a few rules that for native speakers come very naturally and they're instinctive, and we're very lucky that we don't have to learn them. So if I was to say to you, Anne, that the green jolly ghost stared at the young small girl in her red new shoes, it might sound a little bit odd because you would instinctively know that it's the jolly green ghost staring at the small young girl in her new red shoes. That's just the way it is. But actually, word order in English is governed by some rules that not many of us know about. So I won't go through them all, but there's opinion before size, shape before colour, origin before material, and so on and so on. And this is the sort of thing that native speakers might have to learn, or again, might just have to get the knack of, but it might take a very long time. And another unspoken rule involves sound, and this is one of my favourites. So a bell will never go dong ding, and you'll never eat a cat kit or wear a pair of flop flips. And all of these follow a really ancient rule that, again, we follow really unconsciously, and it goes by a very technical name of ablaut reduplication, which you don't need to know, but essentially it's all about sound. So we put the I sound as in pit, or the E sound as in C, before an A or an O. So even with three elements, that rule still stands. So the order would be eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Never something different, a different permutation. There are exceptions to the rules, but not many. So exceptions particularly to the rule of the word order. So it's never the bad big wolf, it's always the big bad wolf. And that follows the rule of ablaut reduplication. So it's really difficult to find many exceptions to this rule that none of us know we have, but that has been there all the time.
Brilliant. Shelley, you're going to pick the letters.
A consonant, please, Rachel.
Thank you, Shelley. F.
And another consonant.
S.
And another consonant.
H.
And a vowel, please.
E.
And another vowel.
A.
And a consonant.
L.
And another consonant.
R.
And a vowel.
O.
And another vowel, please.
And the last one, another O.
Off we go. Shelley,
Just a 6.
a 6, Steve.
A 7.
What's your 6, Shelley?
Fuller.
Steve?
Flasher.
Flasher.
There's no fooler, I'm afraid, Shelley, sorry. There are flashes, unfortunately. That's fine.
Susie, anything better?
We had a couple more 7s. Loofers, you know the loofah, the sort of sponge for your
Yeah.
body. And one more, didn't we, which were loafers.
Yep.
Well done. Steve, letters?
Could I have a consonant, please?
Thank you, Steve. C.
And another one.
G.
And a vowel, please.
I.
And a consonant.
T.
And a consonant.
B.
A vowel.
E.
And another vowel.
E.
And a consonant.
T.
And a vowel, please.
And the last one, O.
Time starts now.
5.
5.
5.
5. What's your 5?
Petite.
Petite.
Peace.
Anything else?
Yeah. Over in the corner, we're getting poetic.
Very good.
Yes, and you can tiptoe as well.
The scores now, 32 to Shelley, 74 to Steve. Numbers, Shelley?
Can I have an inverted T, please, Rachel?
Can, of course you can. Inverted T, 1 large, 5 little to finish off the day numbers-wise. And this last selection is 6, 8, 10, 9, 7, and the large one, 25. And the target, 654.
654, start the clock. Shelley.
No, miles away, nothing.
Okay, Steve.
656.
Okay, Steve.
10 plus 9 plus 7
10 plus 9 plus 7, 26.
times 25.
Times 25 is 650.
And add the 6.
And add the 6, yeah, 2 above. Nicely done.
Rachel.
Definitely out of time, but I've spotted one way. If you say 25 minus 8 and minus 7 for 10, times that by the 10 for 100, add the 9 for 109, and times it by 6. But as I say, out of time and just the one way, so a bit of a tricky one for 1 large.
Contestants, we are into the final round. Fingers on the buzzers. Please reveal today's Countdown Conundrum. Oh, she's got her finger up.
I think it might be itchiness.
Let's have a look. She can do the words as well as the maths. Commiserations, Shelley. You do get a goodie bag. Thank you. Well done again, Steve. We will see you tomorrow, I hope.
I believe so, yes.
Good. Susie, thank you.
Thank you, Anne.
Lovely to see you, Rory.
And you, see you tomorrow.
And Rachel, of course.
Well, Shelley's sitting there looking really demoralised, but it's much different when you're sitting in this studio, isn't it, Anne? I'm sure you can feel that same feeling, and you both did very well, so well done the ladies today.
Thank you, Rachel. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
You can contact the programme by email at countdown@channel4.com or write to us at Countdown Leeds LS3 1JS. You can also find our webpage at channel4.com/countdown.
Tonight, a cat in the wrong place at the wrong time causes a potentially life-changing injury. 24 hours in A&E here at 9. Next this afternoon, sea views in Sicily, please, Scarlett. The sun's calling.